everyone, welcome back to the next episode. One evening, Jungkook walked into the living room. Taehyung, sitting on the couch, textbook spread of him, his head rested on the table, his eyes closed, fall asleep while studying Jungkook's side. Walking, he couched down, staring at Taehyung's sleeping face. His heart did something strange, a soft, warm feeling blooming in his chest. Jungkook, you are overworking yourself. He reached out hesitantly, brushing a strand of hair from Taehyung's forehead. Taehyung shifted slightly, a small sigh escaped his lips. Jungkook quickly pulled his hand back. What was he doing? This wasn't part of the plan. But as he continued Taehyung's sleep, he realized something he had been trying to ignore. He liked having Taehyung around. He liked taking care of him, and maybe, just maybe, he was starting to feel something more. The next morning, Taehyung noticed it. The way Jungkook's gaze lingered on him, the way he softened his voice when speaking to him, the way he stayed close, always making sure Taehyung was okay. It was different, and it made Taehyung's heart race. Was Jungkook feeling something too? Was there a chance and that he could hope was a dangerous thing, but Taehyung stopped himself from hoping this. The past 4 months passed faster than Taehyung expected. Between morning sickness, studying, and Jungkook's constant presence, time had slipped away, and now here he was, officially graduated. He had done it, but what surprised him most was Jungkook. Taehyung didn't expect anything from special today. He had told himself not to. Jungkook had already done so much, staying with him, making sure he was okay. That was so when Jungkook suddenly appeared in the living room, of flowers in his hand, Taehyung froze. Jungkook, congratulations, Taehyung. Taehyung blinked, his darting between the bucket. Jungkook's face, Taehyung, you brought this for me. Jungkook scoffed, rolling his eyes. Jungkook, who else graduated today? Of course, they are for you. Taehyung bit his lips, warmth spread his chest. He hesitated before taking the flower, his fingers catching against. Taehyung's heart escaped a beat. With Jungkook, just the two of them, Taehyung sounded nice. Later that night, the lights were dimmed. The warm glow from the screen flickered against their faces. They were sitting side by side on the couch, a soft blanket covering both of them. Jungkook had let Taehyung choose the movie, and Taehyung, being the emotional person he picked a romantic drama. Jungkook wasn't sure if he regretted that decision because there time something emotional happened, Taehyung would react when the main character confessed his love. Taehyung sighed dreamily when the lover for Taehyung frowned. Should just say sorry, but it was when the hero got heartbroken that Jungkook felt something shifted. Taehyung's eyes with tears as he watched the scene unfold without thinking, reaching for Jungkook's hand, squeezing it tightly. Jungkook stiffened. Taehyung didn't even seem to realize what he was doing. His eyes were fixed on the screen, his lips trembling as tears slid down his cheeks. Jungkook swelled. Why did seeing him cry make his chest itch? The hero on the screen broke down, sobbing, and Taehyung couldn't hold it anymore. A soft hiccup escaped his lips as Jungkook, hey. Before he could stop himself, Jungkook and pulled Taehyung onto his arms. Taehyung froze. Jungkook, don't cry. It's just Taehyung let out a small laugh. Before, don't cry. Just Taehyung let out a small laugh. His voice thick with emotion. Taehyung, I know, but it's so sad. Jungkook sighed, his arms tightening slightly around Taehyung's small frame. Taehyung was warm, too warm, and then, without thinking, without meaning to. Jungkook pressed a soft kiss to Taehyung's cheek. Their eyes met, wide and startled. For a long moment, either of them spoke. Then slowly, Taehyung and Jungkook knew he was in trouble. Wanted to do it again. Later that night, Taehyung had fallen asleep in Jungkook's arms. Jungkook looked down at him, his heart pounding in his chest without breathing, so soft and even, his eyes peaceful against Jungkook's shoulder. His hands was still holding Jungkook's shirt loosely as if afraid to let go. Jungkook is jail. Jungkook whispering, "What are you doing to me?" Taehyung. He carefully lifted Taehyung in his arms, carrying him to the bedroom. As he placed him on the bed, Jungkook found himself hesitating. His gaze lingered on Taehyung's sleeping face. Something in his chest tightened, something he wasn't named. But as he brushed a straight hair from Taehyung's forehead, watched the way Taehyung instantly leaned into his shirt, touch, he realized one thing: he didn't want to leave, not now, not ever. The morning was quite peaceful. Taehyung was still sleeping, asleep, curled up into the warmth of the blankets. His soft breathing filled the room. Jungkook sat on the balcony, stared at the Youngie. "Jungkook, you need to." Jungkook sighed, rubbing his temples. "Jungkook, what happened?" "Youngie, there is an issue with the new deal. You know, I can handle things, but this need your attention. You can't run everything from here forever." He couldn't stay in the Bangkok forever, no matter how much he wanted to. His business, his responsibilities, everything was in Korea, but his eyes flickered towards the bedroom door. His thoughts drifted to Taehyung, who was carrying the child. Taehyung, who had no one else here. Jungkook. Taehyung woke up to find Jungkook sitting on the bed, staring at him with unreadable expression. Taehyung stretched his voice, still groggy. Taehyung. "Good morning. Why do you look so serious?" Jungkook is chill. "Jungkook, we need to go back to Korea." Taehyung froze. "Go back?" Jungkook continued, his tone calm but firm. "Jungkook, Yoongi girl, there is some important work and needs my attention." Taehyung swelled, sitting up. He had known this moment would come. Jungkook can't stay here forever, but what about him? As if reading his thoughts, Jungkook spoke again. "Jungkook, you are coming with me." Taehyung's eyes widened. "Taehyung, what?" "Jungkook, you have finished your classes, studies. You can't stay here alone with a 4-month baby in your belly." Taehyung's heart pounded. Go back to Korea with Jungkook? It was overwhelming, but wasn't this what he wanted? To be by Jungkook's side. He bit his lips, lowering his gaze. "Taehyung, are you sure?" "I don't want to be a burden." "Jungkook, you are not a burden." Taehyung looked up, startled by the certain in Jungkook's voice. They picked their belongings, made arrangements to leave. As they sat in the car on the way to the airport, Taehyung stared out of the window, his emotions tangled. Bangkok has been his home for years, but now his home was shifting. His home was wherever Jungkook was. At the airport, as they waited for their flight, Jungkook noticed Taehyung freezing with his hands. Looking nervous, he nudged him lightly. "Jungkook, what's wrong?" Taehyung hesitated before speaking. "Taehyung, will be in Korea. I don't know how to expect." Jungkook said, washing him. "Jungkook, nothing will change. You will be with me." Taehyung flustered at those words, but with him, that was all he wanted. As the plane took off, Taehyung's eyes feeling Jungkook's warmth beside him. A new chapter was beginning, and he couldn't wait to see where it led. The plane had landed in Korea, but Taehyung's heart was still restless as he followed Jungkook through. Jungkook, what about Jinhyung? Taehyung, the strap of his bag. He had already thought about this planning, and yet saying it out loud made his stomach twist. Taehyung, I have decided not to tell him, at least not yet. Jungkook raised his eyebrows. Jungkook, you are going to hide it? Taehyung nodded, avoiding his gaze. Taehyung, I don't want him to know until after the baby is born. If I let him know, he will be angry. He will ask too many questions, and I don't. Jungkook, if that's what you want, I wouldn't. Jin Hyung isn't stupid. He might find out on his own swell. He knew that, but he wasn't ready to face it yet. At the airport, as they stepped outside, a familiar black car was waiting for them. Yoongi was leaning against it, arms crossed, eyes sharp as always. Yoongi took you long enough. Jungkook rolled his eyes. Jungkook, nice to meet you too, Young. Yoongi smiled before turning to Taehyung, giving him a small nod. Yoongi, welcome back, Taehyung. Thanks. Jungkook wasted no time. Jungkook, take us home first, then drop me. Yoongi raised an eyebrow. Yoongi, already you. Jungkook have a lot of to handle. Yoongi sighed before argue. They got onto the car, and ride was mostly silent. Taehyung stared out of the window, watching the familiar city pass by. He was back in Korea, back in Jungkook's world, at Jungkook's penthouse. When the car stopped, Taehyung felt a strange nervousness settle in his chest. Jungkook's penthouse was huge. It felt intimidating, unfamiliar. Jungkook helped him out of the car, carrying his bag. Entered. Taehyung took a slow breath, looking. The place was spotless, modern, and elegant. Just like Jungkook, this is where you will be staying if you need anything. Young Taehyung nodded, stepping further inside. Everything felt surreal. He had spent years in Bangkok living in a small but cozy apartment, and now he was here living with Jungkook, carrying his baby. It felt like a dream, or maybe a secret he had afraid would break. Jungkook's voice pulled him from his thoughts. Taehyung, look at him. Taehyung, you are leaving already. Taehyung, look at him. Taehyung, you are already leaving. Jungkook hesitated for a second, then nodded. Jungkook, there is too much to do at the company. Back in later. Taehyung pressed his lips together. Of course, Jungkook was a businessman. His work came first. Taehyung, okay, take care. Jungkook stared at him for a moment as if debating whether to say something. Then, without the word, he left, and Taehyung was alone. Along with his thoughts, Taehyung sat on the couch, hugging a pillow. His circle. Everything had happened in the last 4 months. It was all fast, so fast. One moment he was just an ordinary student in Bangkok. The next he was carrying Jungkook's baby, leaving Jungkook's house, hiding everything from his own brother. He sighed, pressing a hand against his belly. Taehyung whispered, what if Jin finds out? His biggest fear wasn't just Jin being angry, it was Jin being disappointed. Jin had always taken care of him, always loved him. Taehyung brushed his face in the pillow, his heart heavy. He didn't know the answer. All he was knew was that there was no turning back now. To be continued. What do you think? What is gonna happen next? Is Jungkook gonna confess his feelings? Is he gonna find out that he has feelings for Taehyung? And what if Jungkook and Jinhyung find out about Taehyung and Jungkook? We will get to know all this in next episode. So you can bye bye. Love you. Pura hai.